So as you can already see from the title, I bought the DJI Avata 2. I fly FPV drones professionally, so basically like a big amount of the money that I make every month comes from FPV drones. So today I will tell you why I bought the DJI Avata 2 and if this drone is also good for you, like if you fly professionally or are you just a hobby pilot. In this video I'm not going to like show any cinematic stuff, I will just talk about the Avata and explain why you should also maybe get one. So I bought the Avata 2 super cheap. I bought it for 850 euros, second hand of course, but it's only from July 2024. So basically I have 1 year and 2 months or 3 months warranty still. So that was a really good deal because the remote, like the FPV remote, not only like this motion controller, were included in the box. So I saw it on the second-hand website and I called the guy like right away. I probably woke him up in the morning, but that was really chill. And he said like, yeah, sure, I still have it. Already 5 people have like messaged me. And yeah, I asked him like if I can come right away. So I went to his place and I checked everything out and everything was like really in mint condition, like there was nothing on it. But he just told me that he didn't have a lot of time and he was going to sell it because he flew it like a couple of times. So I think that I got a really good deal for the Fly More combo. So you get it basically in this nice pouch. So that's really cool that this drone comes in a pouch. I think the Avata 1 didn't, the Avata 2 does. I know there are like a million videos already going over the Avata and what you get, but I will just do it anyway because I don't have any cinematic footage yet with it. I will do that later in some different video, but now I just want to like talk about it a little bit and yeah, so this is the Avata. What I'm really happy about is that the ND filters for the DJI 04 are the same as the Avata. So now I can use the ND filters for my DJI 04 on the DJI Avata. And this drone looks really good. There is some grass on it, but yeah, of course. I put some landing pads on it on the bottom just because I don't like to like land my stuff like, you know, on concrete. So yeah, that's the Avata. Now this week I'm going to pay the 50 euros for the DJI Care for 1 year because yeah, you never know. I don't want to crash a lot, but you never know, you know, it's still FPV drone. It's not a Mavic. So there is like a big chance that you will crash it. Here is a motion controller. I'm not going to use it. I actually put it on a second-hand website. I want to sell it, but I will maybe keep it. I will see just maybe later if I want to sell the Avata. If the Avata 3 comes out, then I'll probably get that one and I will then sell this together with it. Then, of course, the battery charger with the 3 batteries. 1 is in the drone already and 2 here. So the Fly More kit. Then the FPV remote. So it's the DJI FPV Remote Controller 3. So if you want to fly the Avata with the Goggles 2 or the Integra, you have to buy this FPV Remote 2, not the 3. This is the 3. And that's like kind of bummer because, you know, I was planning to sell the Goggles 3, buy the Remote 2 and have like my Goggles 2 because I have DJI Goggles 2. And I didn't because I said to myself like, I want to keep them. And I think once I started using them, I fell in love with these goggles. So here are the Goggles 3. I'm going to keep them. I don't want to sell them. I think these are really comfortable and I don't know, I love them. And also, yeah, someone would like argue like, yeah, you cannot take off the antennas, but these goggles have antennas here in the front also. So you have, I think, 2 antennas here, 2 here, and then these. I'm not sure actually if there are still antennas here on the inside because of the cameras that you have in the front. But yeah, maybe you do, not sure actually, but I mean the signal is really good on these. Probably even with the stock antennas, these are better than my Goggles 2 with the upgraded True RC antennas. Only one thing that I'm not really a big fan of is the battery here in the back. I will see how it performs. It feels really comfortable in your head. That's the plus side on this. but I don't really like having an integrated cable inside the headband. I like it like on the DJI Goggles N3, there you have it on the outside. I would be much happier if it was like Goggles 2, that you have like an external battery that you can change whenever you want, that you don't need to use like this one, you know. Other than that, I still think these goggles are really nice. The image is amazing, like it looks really good. Yeah, there is a smaller field of view, but it feels much more immersive because, I don't know, everything because of these flaps that you have here in the back, instead of like the normal foam that was on the goggles before. It feels that you can basically, I don't know, it's all a lot more darker, you know, in the goggles, so it feels really nice. I don't know, I really like them, and that's why I decided that I will keep them. I will use them with my DJI O3s, O4s, and my Avata. I can't sell the Goggles 2 yet because I have still 3 drones with the Runcam Link and the CATX Vista. So yeah, I told myself I'm not going to do it because I still use those drones, and it would cost me a lot more if I would sell my Goggles 2, keep the 3, and update all my drones to 04 or 3, you know. So I said like, okay, it's probably just better that I keep these goggles. One thing that I do not like, however, is they don't include like a cover for your lenses anymore. I don't know why they don't do that, because I still have mine, surprisingly, on the Goggles 2. I never lost it. I always have it on the Goggles 2, just to be sure that I don't scratch the lenses. And also, you cannot put any, maybe you can, I will have to check, maybe on AliExpress or somewhere, any protector of the lenses, because the lenses are more like, you know, they are rounded. They are not flat like on the Goggles 2 and the V2s before. So what's also really cool about these goggles, that you have 60 megabits. You have race mode on 04. You have some other stuff like the D-Lock assist, because that was an issue on the Goggles 2, that you don't have the D-Lock assist, that you cannot see the colors like there would actually be with a LUT applied or something. So that's nice. It's not such a big difference, but okay. Also defogging, so you can defog the goggles if the screens fog up. Also, there is like this enhanced display, and I like this because it gives like some kind of HDR filter over the view that you're seeing. So you see basically if something would be blown out and something will be too dark, this enhanced display will keep it all like really well exposed, that you can see well. Of course, the recording is different on the SD card. It doesn't look like in the goggles. So you have to like keep that in mind, that it's a little bit different. So you always have to check like first how your recording looks, and then turn on like the enhanced display for flying. For flying, it's amazing because you see everything really well. Everything is like really defined. Also, you have these 2 cameras in the front. It's pretty nice, but the field of view is really small, so it feels really weird if you're looking through it. So I don't know if I will ever use it. Maybe where I can see it, but I'm not sure if it still works on the 04 or the 03, is when you're flying long range and you need to see like you know, like the trail that you will take down from the mountain. You don't have to like put your goggles up, because I'm always really stressed when I put my goggles up while I'm flying long range. It just feels, I'm always scared, like, I don't know, I will bump to them, they will fall on the ground, they will, I don't know, like the battery will die or anything or something like that. So therefore I actually tried to not take them off while I was flying. But with these you can basically look through the camera. So you double tap on one side of the goggles, and at that point they should basically give you like this picture-in-picture that you still can see like the video from your drone, and you can see in front of you, you know. All right, so enough about what I got in the box with the Avata. Now let's talk about why I bought the DJI Avata. Well, the thing is that I have now multiple real estate clients, and I shoot some apartments, some houses, and I had the issue with like the traditional cinewhoops. Like if the weather is okay, like there is no wind blowing outside, and you don't have any turbulence around the windows or the doors, it's perfect. Like I can fly it with the cinewhoop, it's really nice. But like 3 weeks ago, I went on a job and I crashed my cinewhoop like 3 times against the door when I tried to fly inside the house. and it was every single time because there was so much wind outside, and the client really wanted like to have a shot from, like going inside from the outside through the door, go back out to the window. And at that point, I really saw like the Cinewhoop was just being blown around. Like it was crazy. I tried outside, like in not in angle mode, because mostly in inside like houses I fly angle mode. So what I did was basically like just have like acro mode on outside, so I could actually battle the wind. And when I went inside, I switched the acro mode off, and then I went inside and I was in angle mode. Like I said, it happened 3 times that I basically crashed the drone against like the wall when I went inside. Like the client was okay with it. I mean, like nothing really happened. But I felt really, really bad about it because, you know, like I fly these drones for years, and basically I never had something like that. There was such a big wind when I wanted to go like inside the house. And at that point, I said to myself, like, okay, the Avata would be really nice now. So if you put Avata like in the normal mode, then it battles wind. So once you fly, and there is wind coming from the side, the Avata will be tilted a little bit while you go to the front. And you can really concentrate on the shot. You don't really have to care like, okay, now my drone will blow away once I reach the door. And then I said like, okay, Avata would be really nice here. It will be much safer, and I wouldn't have to like stress so much that I would like crash my drone. Also, when you are inside and you want like this shot, like with the windows open, you want to fly through the window, outside through the door, or you know, vice versa. The problem there also is there is a draft inside the house, so there is too much wind going through the house, and the problem is that the drone feels super uncontrollable, you know. And at that point, so many times I managed it. I flew inside the house, I was there, but then I had to like turn around the table, you know, like go in the rooms, and there was so much wind everywhere. I could just feel that the drone was going way too fast. It was going up and down. That's one thing why I wanted to Avata too, because there is no up and down movement. The drone stays like in the same like altitude the whole time. And you don't have like these, you know, like, you know, that the whoop goes like this. You can counter that, of course, like with some settings and flying more. I mean, I flew like the Cine whoops a lot of time, and still I will like for most jobs I will use the Cine whoop because I still think that it looks more dynamic than the Avata. But for this real estate stuff and for some like, I don't know, from some company fly-throughs, you know, where you have multiple people and you don't want to like, yeah, feel bad about crashing somewhere and feeling like an amateur, I said to myself like, the DJI Avata is really worth it. So therefore I bought it like for these kind of jobs. Now the second reason why I bought the Avata is basically a C1 rating. So this drone, it's the FPV drone that has C1 rating. Now at this point, there is no other drone with C1 rating that you can fly with goggles legally, basically inside cities, because so you can fly sub to 50-gram small drones inside cities. But nothing than that. So no 5 inches, no 6 inches, no 3.5 whoops that are actually weighing, I don't know, even 350 or 400 grams, nothing. So the only thing that can be flown inside the cities legally is the DJI Avata at this point. And I actually thought that this would change, but it didn't. So therefore I told myself like, okay, I need the DJI Avata. Like for some jobs that I have in cities, I just need to have the Avata, you know. And also I will have like probably in 2 weeks, I will have a build video of the EOS 35 sub 250 gram drone, exactly for this reason. So that will be a huge video. It will be probably more than an hour long. And there I will actually build like a sub 250-gram drone, like from start to finish, like from frame assembly until like soldering and everything and setting up in beta flight. And this will be sponsored by iFlight because iFlight works with EOS. So basically iFlight sent me everything for that drone, and I will put the DJI O4 air unit into that. So I will have the Avata and a sub to 50 gram small drone with the O4 for flying in the city. So yeah, that's why I needed the Avata, like to fly in the city and to fly these interiors. And also I really wanted it, you know, I always liked it. The first time that I flew it, I only flew it with a motion controller, but I don't know, I always liked the fact that you have like this position hold, altitude hold, that you can just like, I don't know, like you're somewhere in the air and you just click the pause button and the drone stays in place. And that's really cool that it has the altitude hold. There are some downsides. The Avata has some problems when there is really low light in some buildings. So if you would fly into a cellar or something and the drone doesn't see anything because there are some visual sensors or something, then it could give you some issues and it could lose like these altitude hold and the position hold. That's one thing. Also one thing why I bought the Avata is the fact that you have these 3 batteries that you can charge via USB-C, so you don't need to like have like your LiPo charger and LiPo batteries. So even if you go on a trip somewhere, I can just take my Mavic, my Avata with me, and I can put it in a really small bag, you know. I don't need all these, like my 5-inch drone and propellers and this and that, and you know, like soldering iron. No, just my DJI Air 3 and my Avata, and everything can be charged via USB-C, so you don't need nothing at all. And that's why I wanted also to travel with, you know, and you can go somewhere and just pull it out really fast and just go fly. You don't really have to care about all these things. While custom FPV drones are still better, like if we're talking about flying. But yeah, the Avata has its place. Just like some people would hate on the DJI Mavic, would say like, yeah, the Mavic, it's another real drone, and you know, and but it's a different tool. I always said it, it's a different tool for a different job, for a different customer. Some customer wants FPV, other customer doesn't want FPV. He wants like some stable shots from above, some photos. And at this point, I have as much customers for FPV as for my DJI Air, and sometimes even more for the Air than for FPV, because a lot of clients like FPV, but it's really, really specific, you know. And therefore, I think that the Avata is also really good for different kinds of things. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like in the coming weeks, I will probably make many more videos with the Avata, and I will show you what kind of footage I have shot with it and how it looks, and maybe some tips and tricks. So yeah, let's do that, and yeah, just trying something new, and let's see how it turns out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully in the next coming weeks I will release some more videos, and be sure, if you want to know how to build like a sub to 50 gram drone, that you watch my new video that will be coming in the next couple of weeks, and I will show you how to build one yourself. Okay, see you, bye bye, thank you.